everybody, it's Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Welcome. Happy New Year, 2019. I love this time of the year because I love the planning of my vision, my goals, right? Really focusing on what I need to do to create this year as my best year ever, right? And I think it's a bit cathartic of closing up the old planner from last year and putting it away and starting with something fresh, right? So inevitably, one way or the other, you're going to set some goals. And I thought it'd be cool if we got together here and I gave you like a mini goal workshop, right? Some things as you sit down on what you need to create the most amazing 2019. And I'm going to do this a little bit backwards. Instead of like telling you some of the things to do, some of these are going to be things that you have to avoid or why or what that pitfall is. Because, you know, for 20 years, it's our 20th anniversary, 2019, 20 years, Get Life Coaching, been alive and breathing and changing lives around the globe. We started actually it was just me then, but I started in my basement with 2 clients over the phone. And next month, we're going to Brazil to do an empowerment training. I mean, how cool is that, right? You start with this little concept of wanting to make an impact in this world. And next thing you know, 20 years later, you're traveling around the globe and changing lives of people that you never even thought you would have that opportunity to. So we know the statistics. 90% of all people, fail at their goals or resolutions they set at the beginning of the year by the end of the month, right? We know that. But I don't care about those 90%. You know why? They're not watching this. They're watching cat videos right now. They saw this video. They go, I don't need this. I set my goals. I wrote them in my head, right? Don't write your goals in your head. Put them down on paper. Grab a pen. Write them down. Right? There's a psychological process that when it leaves your brain and goes on a piece of paper, it seems real, right? Write it down. So the first thing that gets in people's way or a mistake that they make is they don't feel emotionally attached to their vision. To their goals or their outcomes for the year. I'm not going to go out on a rant here. I promise myself. But I hate SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely, right? SMART goals are like, it's training wheels, guys, right? Set big-ass goals, right? Take big-ass action. That's how you get what you want in your life, okay? We don't need mile markers. Get some momentum. No, believe in yourself, right? Throw yourself into this. Because what happens is when we set a goal and we're not happy with it, but we think maybe we can get it, we're not emotionally attached. Now, I don't believe in just having a big ass dream, but I'm going to make $1 million this year, and I never made $1 million before, and you don't have like a realistic strategy to get there. That's not what I'm talking about. I think you need to have that, but you want to be emotionally attached. Because it's going to pull you through the tough moments. See, someone says to me once, you're a motivational speaker, aren't you? I'm like, no, I'm not a motivational speaker, right? I'm a realistic speaker, right? I believe in realism. I'm more pragmatic. There's going to be challenges 365 days, even less by the time you're watching this. We have to the end of the year, right? There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be challenges. You're going to mess up. You're going to have whether it may be a health issue, a relationship issue, or change in the economy, there's going to be obstacles. And if you're not fully committed to what you want, and you don't believe in it at your core, you're going to give up on it. And it hurts me to say that, but I've been guilty of it too. I used to go to all the seminars. Every year, I want to be a millionaire, right? I forgot. So I jumped around for 3 days. Yeah, I'm going to do this, but I never did it. Why? I didn't really believe I was worthy of that, or I could achieve it. I didn't have an action plan. I'll figure it out, which is like one of my mottos. It's a great motto, but we don't figure it out sometimes. We need a plan to help us to figure it out. Number two, you got to have a clear vision. You have a clear vision of what you want. One of the projects that we launched recently is called Profit Gorilla. It's a done-for-you solution for business owners and entrepreneurs that wants to or don't have the wants more freedom, don't have the time or the desire to handle the social media, the graphic designs, websites, things like that. And it's been like a huge success for us. And we're helping, I think, like 15 brands right now, everywhere from Beverly Hills to Dallas, Texas, to right here in Delaware. We're opening a Profit Grow Madrid, that's in Spain, in about a month and a half. We were so excited. And the reason why I was so excited was I have a very clear vision. When I started with Get Life Coaching, I got to be honest with you, I didn't. I didn't have a clear vision. I just knew I wanted to change lives. And I had tons of passion, but it took me, I got there eventually, but it took me the long way. So I learned from the things that didn't work out well. You have to have a clear vision of what you want, right? Then you got to have a plan. You got to have a strategy, and the math has to add up. What I mean by that is, if you're selling a product, you got to make sure that, there's a pathway to promote that product, that you can sell that product for X amount of quantities to achieve that goal with those expenses. And also anything else that may come up along the way that you haven't calculated for because you just weren't aware of it. If you want a better relationship, you need a strategy, right? Because see, when we have a vision without an action plan, it's hope. And you know how I feel about hope, man. Hope is not a strategy. I hope it works out. I hope we get more sales. I hope my relationship gets better. Hope doesn't get you anywhere. Hope just opens the door. But your ass is still inside that room. You got to get out of that room and get out into the world. So you got to create a great plan. Number 4 is we all need accountability. And look, I'm type A. I can be intense at times, a wee bit maybe. However, and I don't like being told what to do. And I don't even like being told, my ideas are wrong. But you know what? That's ego getting in the way. See, I love confidence. Can't stand ego. And when I first started, I had a lot of ego. Not because I was cocky, because I was so insecure about myself. I only had 5 years clean out of my addiction. When I started Get Life Coaching, I didn't believe in myself. I still felt unworthy. So, I just acted like, I was the shit, right? So it was ego. And even today, I still don't like hearing it, but I have people around me that gives me the accountability, right? That I have to do things, that will give me the feedback, that will give me the coaching, even when I don't want to hear it. So my top clients in success in life and business and financial, sometimes they just come here, and some are with me for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years now. Why do they come with me? When there's a challenge, we're here. We got that session scheduled every other week, right? So it's locked in. But sometimes they just need to hear someone say to them Debbie, are you listening to what you're saying, right? It makes no sense, right? So get some accountability, right? Give us a call, get a mastermind group, do a breakfast group. I don't care where you do it, but you need some. So once you do all that, obviously then it comes down to the last step. You got to take massive, consistent, persistent action. Massive, consistent, persistent action. In other words, you can't dabble. This is not Costco. It's not the Costco buffet. You must go all in. And that's where most people fall short. They do everything right, but then they want to test the waters, right? There is no testing the waters. Look, if the ship is sinking, you will jump off. You don't care how cold that water is because you're going to die on that ship. And at least you get off that ship, maybe the water's not that cold, or maybe there's a life jacket that you can jump on, or a lifeboat. But you cannot stay where you're at, and you cannot dabble. And it does not mean you are foolish with your choices. You're careless with your choices. You can be intelligent, but you gotta go all in because motivation comes from two areas, guys, right? And they both work: inspiration and desperation. When I first started Get Life coaching 20 years ago, it was out of desperation. Okay, I was on drugs 5 years previous, right? Changing my life was pure desperation. Yeah, I was a little bit inspired to help people, but I was pretty desperate because I wasn't living the life that I thought I was on this earth for. Because I believe everyone here is here to do great things. Now you get to define what a great thing is, whether it's be a great parent to your children, or help out your community or church, or maybe become a leader in an organization, or run for politics and help change the crap that's going on out there, right? But we're here to do great things. But life doesn't just like bestow that on us and the seas part and it becomes an easy journey. Whether it's the Bible that you want to quote this from or Spider-Man, when much is given, much is asked. And much is asked from you. We got to do the work, guys. We have to pay the emotional currency and put ourselves out into the uncertainty, into the things that are not comfortable to create the life that we want. Because one of the things I realized over the past 3 years of my life, that time is the most important resource of life. Because if you lose money, you can make it back again, right? If you go to something and you hated the movie, you can see another movie. But you can't get back time, right? And unfortunately, if you're younger, we don't value time because we just think we have more of it. Like we don't know the expiration date of our lives. So we have to go all in for our biggest visions, our biggest goals, our biggest dreams. Because everybody's worth it. This whole story, I'm not enough, all that, I get it. I know where it comes from. I can explain that through mechanics. But at the end of the day, once you discover from your past the patterns, then it doesn't matter. Sometimes in life we spend so much time trying to figure it out. That was me. I got to figure out why I am the way I am. Why am I feeling, right? It serves me on one level because it made me crazy and insane to learn stuff. So it helped create multi-dimensions of me as a coach. And then with the marketing and Profit Gorilla and everything we do. But I was constantly searching for the answer. And there is no answer. Right? It's a freaking joke. There is no answer. All it is a question that opens up more questions that open up more questions. Because here's the simple truth. Right here, right now, you are who you are. Right? There's stuff that you love about yourself and stuff that you would do anything to change. And once you recognize it, the second question is, what am I going to do about where I'm at to get me where I want to be? That's it. That's the only choice. I mean, you could stay, but look, if you're a stayer, if you want to stay in your stuff, you would not be watching this video. You'd be watching something else, right? Cat videos or something similar, right? But you wouldn't be watching this. I'm not knocking people who watch cat videos, right? But you wouldn't be focused where you are right now. So you got to go all in, and you got to invest in yourself, your time, money, your energy. You are worth that investment. So whatever you're going to do this year, however you're going to look for assistance, find something outside yourself, right? Currently here at Get Life Coaching, we have what we call our Give and Get program for the month of January. Because for me, the challenge is like we jump into something, like we do a program, or you go to a seminar, you do some coaching, and then you're left on your own. My greatest successes has come when I immerse myself into an experience, whether it's for extended periods of time or multiple touch points. Because what happens is you go through something, you grow, and then there's nothing there, it kind of wanes a little bit. And you're still better than you were, but you're not at your full potential. And if there's something that follows it soon after that, Then it boosts you up, and then boosts you up, and then boosts you up. And then in a year, you look in the mirror and go, wow, man, look how much I've grown. Look how happier I am, more successful I am. I'm further than I ever was before. And we don't always realize that, right? But like other people can see it. It's like she'll be 5 soon, but my 5-year-old daughter, Emily, I don't see how fast she's growing up, but like I bring her to my office and maybe Ryan or Tammy or someone hasn't seen her in a while and go, oh my God, she's grown so much. So look, this is not a commercial for our Give and Get program or Get Life Coaching. I love the program. We created it. It contains our best seminars and coaching. If you're one of the first few people in, we will double up all the events that we do. In other words, you get we call it gift pass, we call it a give pass to every event. So you can bring a family member or a friend. So, I think it's like really the investment really makes sense. It's broken out, so it's easier through installments. So I'm always going to be a fan of that. But even if that's not your cup of tea, but you're still watching, find something. And I'm not talking about getting a book. I'm not talking about like a planner, right? I'm not talking about something that's not interactive. Something that will actually challenge you. Like iron sharpens iron. That's how it's done. That's how we grow too. So I invite you to click on the link. At least click on the link and explore and see. Or give us a call at 302-832-3424, 302-832-3424, or email me direct at me@joewhiteglobal.com, me@joewhiteglobal.com, and we can talk about this. And if it's a good fit, great. And if you don't think it's a good fit, that's cool too, man. I don't take it personal, right? I feel at least I helped you a little bit to help you realize what you don't want. But you need something to challenge you, something that you can immerse yourself in for a year. Because I guarantee on the other side of that year, you won't even recognize who you were right now, regardless of how happy you are or unhappy about where you are or what you are in your life. So may 2019 be the most amazing year for you. I thank you for watching this. So happy New Year, everybody. From the entire team and family of Get Life Coaching, Joe White Global, Profit Girl, everything here. We're wishing you the very best. Until next time, this is Joe White. Live free. Bye-bye.